Today on the YY Family, my grandma tells me all about how important the ozone layer is and why it has holes in it. Uncle Micro shows me that my body needs sleep.
Did you know that it's during sleep that we grow?
Mom takes me inside a real dairy where I find out how cows give milk. And then Dad lets me help him make a movie about zygo so that I can learn how it's done. Perfect! Later, Uncle Micro takes me inside Mom's mouth so I can see how we talk. It's gonna be lots of fun, so stick around! Come along with me and meet the smartest family in all the town. The YY Family. Mom can make it plain to see that what goes up eventually comes down. The YY Family. Come and meet the YY Family. We got a lot of real know-how. Grandpa knows a lot about farming. Ask him and I'll show you now. Why do airplanes fly?
When I land, I'll tell you why.
Meanwhile, there's a dragon making some kind of a potion in a vat. The YY Family. And Grandma's no stranger. She can teach you all the dangers found in that. The YY Family. Max is a mechanical marvel. Why? I know copy kind of guy. Maybe we can show you the answer now. If you want to take a look inside. Everybody's in a lather.
Rushing, wondering what's the matter.
Every person hears a cry.
He rushes to the baby side.
What's the deal? What could it be? Just on the YY Family.
Have you ever wondered why there's salty oceans, lightning, thunder, what the earth is like down under? Why there's wind and snow and rain? Let earth and basalt explain.
This is hard work.
Dad! Sunscreen!
No thanks, Victor.
That's not very prudent.
He's right. Sunburns can be very dangerous. Especially with the holes in the ozone layer.
Why are there holes in the ozone layer?
Well, imagine the pit in the middle is the Earth, and the pulp around the pit is our atmosphere. It's a thick layer of air surrounding the Earth. The atmosphere contains the oxygen we need to breathe, and it also protects us from the sun's rays. This thick layer of air is a mixture of different gases, and each gas must be a precise amount, which varies according to the altitude. About 3/4 of the air we breathe is made up of a gas called nitrogen. About 1/4 is mostly oxygen. This air also contains small amounts of several other gases. One of these is called ozone.
Wow! That is some mixture!
It sure is. And if a great imbalance in these proportions occurs, it triggers a chemical reaction that could destroy some of these gases. And that's what's happening to the ozone. Well, why don't we go and see for ourselves? Basalt, one space shuttle, please.
I thought you said that the ozone was one of the gases we breathe on Earth.
Well, in fact, ozone is scattered all over the atmosphere. But it's most concentrated here, 19 miles above the Earth. Take a look. That blue line circling the Earth is called the ozone layer. And oh, we are lucky it's there. It filters out most of the sun's ultraviolet rays. And they're the rays that cause sunburn. So we have to protect ourselves from them.
Grandma, are those the ultraviolet rays passing through the ozone layer?
Right! That's one of the holes in the ozone layer. Up in space, there are satellites which help us to spot the places where the ozone layer is damaged.
What's damaging the ozone layer?
There are gases in the atmosphere which shouldn't be there, and they are upsetting the balance of other gases. They are man-made gases called CFCs, which stands for chlorofluorocarbons. They're used in spray cans like hairsprays, deodorants, air fresheners, and insecticides. These gases are also found in some cooling systems like air conditioners and refrigerators. Near the ground, these gases are fairly harmless. But high up, they create a chemical reaction that destroys the ozone. CFCs are to blame for most of the holes in the ozone layer. Several countries have passed laws to restrict the manufacture and use of CFCs. You know, Victor, there are other products that can be used instead of CFCs. And if everyone in the world used them, it would also help to protect the ozone layer. There. Now you don't have to worry about sunburn.
And from the holes in the ozone layer, I know. I just wish this stuff wasn't so sticky.
Way to go, Dad! Now you're
wonder what's inside you. These are just the guys to guide you. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go. These guys are in the know. Micro and Scopo.
What are you doing up this late?
Oh, I'm not tired, Mom. I'm gonna round up this whole herd of doggies.
What you've got to do is go to sleep right now.
Oh, shucks. Why do we have to sleep anyway?
I can answer that. Sleep is very important. At night when we sleep, our body rests. But there's lots going on while we're sleeping. For instance, our hormonal system works faster. Did you know that it's during sleep that we grow? Come on, I'll show you. You see, Victor, sleep is divided into cycles of about 2 hours each. In each cycle, various things take place. When we first fall asleep, we sleep lightly. A faint noise is enough to wake us up.
It's just a kabuki dancers.
Later on, we sleep much more deeply.
That is a deep sleep.
During this phase, we can snore and even talk without realizing
Ready
it.
for my cheesecake now.
I think he's dreaming about tonight's dinner. Now what is he doing?
He's walking in his sleep. Toward the end of deep sleep phase, some people walk instead of dreaming. Kids, don't try this at home. We are trained professionals.
His eye is moving all over the place.
Yep. This phase is called rapid eye movement sleep. Scopo is dreaming now, and his brain is very active. Look here.
Why is he dreaming?
Well, dreaming is a complicated business linked to our brain's activity. It's very useful.
How come?
Well, because it allows the brain to store and file the information it has gathered during the day.
I wonder what he's dreaming about. Hey, this looks like some of my dreams.
Well, we often dream of things we've done during the day or a long time ago. What have you done with all the marmosets?
I swear I was nowhere near the grassy knoll.
Wow, he's a pretty complex guy.
Yes, well, anyway, Victor, it's best not to wake up in the middle of a sleep cycle, which is what sometimes happens when the alarm clock goes off.
The prune Danish won't take a check. Why me?
Well, thanks for the explanation, Uncle Micro. Whew, now I'm gonna get some sleep.
Oh, Micro, is there some reason you woke me up from a perfectly good dream?
It's Victor's bedtime, and he was asking why we sleep, and, one more thing, Victor. If we don't get enough sleep, we get really, really irritable.
Hey, the questions that you have are not too serious. The animals and plants are not so mysterious, so have no fear. Everything will be made clear. Vanilla, Quake, and Quack are here.
Boy, that cow sure is annoyed, isn't she?
No, Victor. She's just calling her calf. Easy now, sweetie. Here. And here comes your calf. Look, Victor. The calf is drinking its mother's milk.
When I want milk, I get it from the refrigerator.
That milk also comes from cows.
You mean to tell me we're hiding a cow in our refrigerator?
Well, the milk makes a few stops between the cow and our refrigerator. Cows make a lot of milk, but their calves can't drink it all. When a calf is born, a cow's body produces milk for about a month and a half. But you know, Victor, usually a calf is allowed to feed on its mom's milk for only a week. Some cows give 50 quarts of milk a day.
Wow, that's a lot.
Then the cow is milked twice a day. And the more she's milked, the more milk she makes. And if you want the cow to go on giving milk, she has to give birth to another calf. She usually has at least 6 or 7.
But how does the cow give milk to her calf?
In a cow's udder, there are little bags of milk, a bit like bunches of grapes. When the cow is milked, a signal goes to its brain and triggers the flow of milk in a network of canals. Then the milk is carried into a large pouch right above the cow's udders. Then the milk flows out. Come on, let's go take a tour of a dairy.
Okay. What's a dairy?
It's a place where milk is handled. You'll see.
What's this machine do, Mom?
It's a machine for milking cows. It allows us to produce more milk faster.
What a racket!
Hey, Mom! That cow is stuck!
Not really, Victor. You see, the cow is eating. And when a cow is calm, she makes more milk.
What's that?
This is a device that is fitted on the cow's udder to milk her. As the platform turns, the machine draws the cow's milk out of her udders and the milk fills this container. The container is marked so the machine operator can see how much milk each cow makes.
Hey, where are we, Mom?
We're in the dairy's cold room, where milk and other dairy products are stored. You see, Victor? All this is made with cow's milk. Cheese, butter, fresh cream, even yogurt.
Wow, yogurt, my favorite.
You know, Victor, the quality of milk is controlled carefully to get rid of all the germs. Then it's cleaned through a process called pasteurization.
So then how does it actually get into our fridge?
It's conditioned and packed with care, then delivered to the store.
And then Dad gets some when he goes shopping.
When he remembers.
The cat's found its mom again. Hey! That tickles!
How does it do this? How does it do that? Max is the one with the electronic knack. Machines are his thing, so don't go berserk. Max on the job. You'll find out how they work.
Here, take a look.
Don't you think my nose is too shiny?
Spoken like a real movie star.
I'm ready for my close-up. Lights, camera, rolling. Zygo the movie, take 1. And action! And cut, take 5. I had no idea movies were such hard work.
Say, Dad, how are movies made?
Well, first you need a movie camera, which records images on the film, like this one. I'll show you, but first we need something to film.
I know. Hey, Zygo, catch! Perfect!
Now, a movie camera works similarly to an ordinary camera, but instead of taking a single picture, it takes 24 pictures a second. Now, the human eye is kind of funny. It retains images for a fraction of a second after the image disappears. So when we see a series of quick images, our eyes see it as movement. Yes, but you need at least 24 images per second to create the illusion.
Well, what if there are less than 24 a second?
Then you get something like this. Okay, this is the scene with Zygo's big speech.
What is this for?
It's for the sound. That's right. Gotta record my great speech. Ready when you are, Zygo. Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this juicy bone. Perfect. Now, we develop the film. And here we are.
Hey, it looks all wrong.
No, it's fine. When film is developed, the first stage is the negative. Then a print is made from the negative. are we gonna yak or are we gonna watch my movie? Well, it's not quite ready to watch. There's no sound. No sound? After my blistering performance?
Hey, Michael! Oh, boy, the sound really does make a difference.
It sure does, but in movies, there's more to sound than just dialogue. There's also music.
I know, and sound effects. Oh, can I do them, please? I love making movies.
And now we just need to put our soundtrack on our film.
Hey, Michael!
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this juicy bone.
Hey, what happened to our movie?
It was so good, I got completely wrapped up in it.
You have seen nothing like this. With these two guys you can't miss. You wonder what's inside you. These are just the guys to guide you. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go. These guys are in the know. Micro and Scopo.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Scopo! What are you doing, Uncle Scopo? Learning to speak?
No, I already know how to speak, Victor.
Well, how do we speak?
We use two organs or parts of our body located right here in our throat. Our vocal cords and our larynx. These here are the vocal cords, and this is our larynx.
But how do they work, Uncle Micro?
I'll show you. Now, let's see now. We need a guinea pig.
La 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 do 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 la 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 la.
I'll bet your mom has a beautiful set of vocal cords. Up we go.
Wow, where are we?
We're in Vanilla's throat, Scopo, between the larynx and the esophagus. You see, the larynx works as a resonance chamber. And for the moment, they're apart in order to let the air from the lungs through, which means that Vanilla has stopped singing. She's just breathing.
Oh, what a pretty bunch of flowers. Who picked them?
I did.
Now do you understand how it works, Victor? When we speak, our lungs expel the air. The air moves up and makes the vocal cords vibrate.
So we all have vocal cords and a larynx?
Yes, Victor.
But we all don't have the same voice.
How come?
Children who have very short vocal cords have shriller voices than adults.
Do you mean that when I'm bigger, I'm gonna have a deep voice like my dad?
Sure. At puberty, your vocal cords and larynx will grow, and your voice will get deeper.
But how do we change vibrations into real words?
That's just what I'm going to explain now.
Hey, we're inside Mom's mouth.
Yes, this is where the sounds are formed, thanks to our teeth, tongue, palate, cheeks, and lips. Babies start with simple sounds, like vowels, until they're about 6 to 10 months old, and then they begin to put letter sounds together, like mama or papa. They learn by copying their parents.
Achoo! Bless you, Vanilla.
Thank you. Micro.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, my. What are you doing there?
It's a long story.
Tell me, Mom, what was the very first word that I spoke?
Well, I think I know. Let me show you.
Victor's first word was Dad. I remember it well.
Oh, no, it wasn't, Max. The first word Victor spoke was Grandma.
Well, what did he say? Doesn't anybody remember?
I've forgotten, but we'll soon find out.
See, I had the last word.
Well, Victor, what'd you learn today?
Oh, tons of neat stuff. I learned that we are really lucky that the ozone layer is there because it filters out most of the sun's ultraviolet rays.
There. Now you don't have to worry about sunburn.
I also learned that dreaming is very important because it allows our brain to store information.
It's best not to wake up in the middle of a sleep cycle, which is what sometimes happens when the alarm clock goes off.
Mom taught me that a cow needs to have more babies if we want her to keep on giving us milk. And I learned that it takes a lot more than acting to make a good movie. I also learned that our vocal cords and larynx are the two key organs which help us talk.
Sounds like a pretty big day.
It was, but I still have plenty of questions left for next time.